A lot of people sometimes ask, what in the world could possibly start World War III? I'll tell you this, the United States. Reported by RT America, there are migrants at the Mexico border being targeted and assaulted by United States Border Patrol and Protection and whatever else titles that they give these, honestly, these ruthless thugs. They are shooting tear gas, pepper spray, rubber bullets, I believe, and in some cases possibly real lethal bullets. So right now in United States detention camps for these places, they are camps, they are detention camps. 2 children have died. Possibly one or both of them had like the flu or something like that and was untreated. The first kid was raped and then forced to sign her name with the letter D because she couldn't spell her name. What she signed was to say that it was my fault for not pushing him away or whatnot. So, however that makes you feel, yeah. Now, what would start this World War III? The fact that they're shooting the tear gas and whatnot at Mexican and Brazilian citizens while still on the Mexico side of the border. If you don't understand why that can start a World War III situation, the reason being is because when it comes to this situation that is going on right now, if Mexico decided to pull its resources, they could say that we have to protect our citizens and neighbors' citizens, especially if Brazil says you got to protect ours or we are going to mess you up. That's a bully tactic, and it does happen. If Mexico decided we're sick of the United States, they came here, they said it was going to help us. It was going to help us with sewer infrastructure and things like that. They ran up our bill real high on materials and then just ghosted. That's one reason why Mexico is in such disarray when it comes to their finances. Their peso is not nearly on par with the dollar. That's one reason why. At one point, the peso was getting close to the dollar until that happened. Now, if Mexico decided to go to the United Nations and ask for help to protect their citizens at the border who are properly seeking asylum and protect the citizens that did make it into the United States and are being tortured, because not just the children have been molested, raped, criminally neglected until their death. The parents and teenagers, they suffer verbal and physical abuse. They also are tortured when they're forced away from their families, kids taken away from them or adults taken away from the kids. And then the kids programmed to believe that they were abandoned and then given back to the parents just to reject the parents, saying that you abandoned me. I don't want anything to do with you. I don't love you. That, when they do that and Mexico decides to ask for help, think of all the ills the United States have done to other countries. Just think about Canada and France. Think about how United States consistently hammers how bad off those 2 countries are. In general, it's even in part of our language, excuse my French or pardon my French, when a swear word is said. I don't even understand that, but I find it despicable to do. I don't do it, and I've never done it, and it annoys me to my core when I hear someone say it. So you got those 2 countries. You've also got Russia, that after World War II, United States was supposed to help rebuild. They say, if you help us win this, we know you're depleted. We know you've got nothing left. We know you're sucking on fumes and just trying to stay alive. But if you help us, we will help end this war. And Russia helped. And the United States will help you rebuild and everything. And then once the war was over, United States ghosted. United States did the same thing to China in terms of going over there, getting into their ears financially, ruining their economy for a long time, and then going over there along with Britain and having as if, having a very superiority complex and they get to do everything they want, being overprivileged and no one could do anything about it just because of where they are and their money is far more important. The United States have destroyed parts of, well, actually large swaths of the African economy in all of their countries. They got a diamond mine owned by Pat Robertson, who he'll give to his kids or whomever. Shell Company has destroyed multiple millions of acres of farmland with the massive oil spill that they've done there. United States have also gone in there and helped wage wars. The United States goes everywhere and ruins everything. And currently there is a massive multi-tier war going on in the Middle East, and it's all over oil. They are using people's religion and whatnot to invoke wars just so they can finally get the land and deeds or whatnot, so they can have the Trans-Arabian oil pipeline. Look it up. Every war that's going on is in an area where the pipeline is being rejected. So if you want to know how we get war, it's when Mexico goes and asks for help from these people that have scars that the United States have left behind, and they might want to get even. So that is one way to go to World War III. And I thank RT for giving this report, because it's not a debate over if the migrants threw rocks first. It doesn't really matter. If they did, okay, they saw armed people, they're going to throw rocks. I would throw rocks and hope that I would deter them from killing me or being angry if I overheard somewhere of what they've been doing to my own people. So, in closing, the best thing we can do is hope that Mexico does not get their act together, considering the fact that they've got so many cartels, so many assassination attempts, so many people divided, so much disarray and chaos. If they stop that and decide to fight for their people that's at the border, we are in trouble. This is Cedric Kennedy for Comparative Reasoning. Thank you for listening.